Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Good morning guys, welcome to the last day of the readathon. And I have company. It's not the normal company that I have in bed.
Hello.
It's the other company that I have in bed. I am up, ready to go. I have coffee. Getting ready to leave the town and drive the 3 hours.
Yes, 3 hours.
3 hours to see people, and then 3 hours back.
Yes.
In a somewhat crowded backseat. I think it sounds great.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
No negatives here.
Happy birthday.
Missouri's just the best.
Oh, I don't like Missouri, and I apologize if any of you are from Missouri and love it.
Sorry.
I do not.
It's not our thing. So basically, I have books in the car. I'm sitting next to my brother-in-law who probably won't talk to me, which is one of the reasons he's my favorite. And I'm going to read a bunch of books and things. I don't know if I'll be taking footage there or not. I feel creeped upon. What do you guys think? So I will record what I can when I can, but if there's a chance that there are a bunch of weird relatives around, there's a really good chance I won't do it.
Hello, girls.
Good morning, good morning. They've come to lick your face. Good morning to you.
No licking. Ah, what did I just say?
You said lick more.
No.
Lick your face.
See? She's good.
Okay, that's all I have for you guys. I will hopefully update you at some point today.
We'll probably see you in the car.
We might see you in the car. Okay. Okay guys, so basically we had a family thing all day. I'm in the car and I'm on the way home. These are people who you can't see because the sun is so bright. There you go.
Here we are.
My brother-in-law and his lovely wife.
Oh, that's
So
the camera.
lovely. And then I have my Mark, who's driving, and his twin brother Lucas.
They're twins.
They're twins.
Yeah. Not identical.
Not identical. So
What? What? We're not?
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Oh shoot! I forgot to tell them.
I broke them both. So we had a pretty fun time with family stuff. Saw a lot of people, which was fun. We're heading back now, so there's a little bit of light. I didn't really get a lot of reading done, which means I will be finishing the 3 graphic novels. I'm like halfway through one. But I'll be finishing them tonight, which is fine. But we've been chatting, which is fun. And the sun is setting, so my light to read is going away. It's okay though. So, yeah, but I haven't read much. Have you guys read any graphic novels, manga?
Me.
Yes, I have.
Not talking to you.
Mark has.
I don't know how to read.
Oh my goodness.
These are perfect for you then, because they have pictures.
We've got a lot of pictures.
I've read like 1 or 2 mangas, like D and Angel. That's
D and Angel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So, that's about it. It has not been a particularly interesting day as far as reading goes. But Mark said, you should vlog for a minute. And I'm like, alright. So here I am vlogging for a minute. I will touch base again when I'm actually reading things tonight though. Since this is the last day of the Get Graphic With It readathon. Woohoo! Okay.
Good job.
Thanks. Okay guys, it's later. I think I mentioned that we're getting our bathroom remodeled and they were working on it today. So we got home and there's people here and decisions having to be made and blah, blah, blah. And then I went over to my friend's house because like I said, she's moving and she's leaving first thing in the morning tomorrow morning. So I went over and hung out with her for about an hour and cried and was sad that she's leaving me. And then I came home. In the car, I got about half of Kitchen Princess read. And I also picked up Girl from the Other Side 3. And this one I'm also about halfway through as well. And then I haven't picked up Wynonna Earp yet, but I'm going to, you know how it goes. I am going to get to that one when I finish up these 2. So I'm hoping I can get all 3 of these read and I can finish up the readathon by hitting all 10 prompts. I'm actually liking Kitchen Princess. I felt like at first it was a little cheesy and I didn't like it, but I'm like halfway through and I do like it now. So I'm sitting down. I have like, 90 minutes until the end of the night. So I'm going to read as fast as I can. Yeah. Okay. It's all done. It's just after midnight. It's late. I finished Kitchen Princess and I actually ended up liking it a bunch. I think I just wasn't in the right mood for it at first. And then I did finish the third, these are all upside down and backwards, the third Girl from the Other Side. And then it left me on such a cliffhanger. I read the fourth one as well. And then I was going to start Wynonna Earp, but I realized that that was 10 books. And then it's pretty late. And I honestly should really go to bed. And that's how it's done though. I went ahead and I hit all my prompts, including the 10 graphic novels in 7 days. And it was a lot of fun. I actually found quite a few new graphic novels and manga that I super enjoyed, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy, but I really, really did. I didn't get Mouse read. I'm sorry, Cat, but I will read it. But I didn't get it read. I didn't get Wynonna Earp read either. And about half my TBR list I did get read, so I feel like that's pretty good, saying I am a pretty moody reader. And as I got started on the Girl from the Other Side series, I literally just wanted to pick each one up after the one before. It's probably the most addictive manga series I've ever read, so I'm just like, oh, I like this so much. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I liked it, but I really, really do like it. And this video is going to be super short, so I think I am going to film a wrap-up tomorrow at some point, and then my day 7 and wrap-up will all come out together, so I think I'm going to be doing. And I'll talk about the 10 graphic novels that I read. So this is it for now, but I will have my wrap-up coming right now. Okay, guys, we are doing our wrap-up. I'm putting books down. We are doing our wrap-up, and we are in the basement. It's cold. We have a cozy blanket.
It snowed today. October 28th.
It's cold. It's cold.
I feel like it shouldn't have yet. But
we have a nice, but it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. It's not a sticky.
It's stuck around a little bit. I mean, it's cold.
And that's just because it's been consistent. The roads are nicey, which is nice. But we have our cozy blanket, which we're sharing because
it's cold.
It's cold. It's cold. Okay, so we're going to go over what we read. Now, Mark has a small preface about his stack of books.
I got sick. I got very sick, and so I just couldn't. I even tried to read some, and I did a little bit, but then I ended up going back and rereading because I had a really bad fever.
You did.
So I am going to use the rest of this week, and I'm going to read the books that I said I was going to read, except for maybe one that I started and I tried and I did not like.
I can get you a different one that'll qualify.
Which we'll get to, but I'm going overtime on this one, guys, because I wanted to participate, and I got really sick, so it threw me off. So
I said just read them next week. It's no big. The whole point of this readathon is to get people to read graphic novels.
I did some, and so I'll tell you guys about them.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to start with our first challenge, which is start a new graphic novel series. And again, I'm going to say graphic novel, but it's always manga, graphic, the whole shebang. So I actually had a few that I would say I started, but I'm just going to pick one for now. Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 1.
Or Magus.
Magus?
Not Magus, not Magnus.
I know there's not an N in it. I keep putting an N in it. But I want to say Magus because they are mages. I really did like this one. I think I gave it 5 stars. It is a really good plot. And I will say most manga I've read, I have not thought was a really good plot. But this was a really good plot. And I liked it quite a bit. It's by Core Yamazaki. And I haven't gotten my hands on the second one yet, or I would have continued on with the series during this readathon. It's about a girl who's sold into slavery, but she's not sold in slavery. She's purchased by a mage because she is also a mage. She just doesn't know it yet. She doesn't know any magic. She doesn't know what to do. So he's kind of teaching her, and then he jokes at one point that she's going to be his bride, and she's like, no, that's a joke, right? So we actually don't really know if it's a joke or not. Probably not, saying the series is called Magus Bride, but I look forward to getting more into this series once I can track them down. What do you got?
I also have a few that I could have picked. Stephanie gave me at least 3 that I could have said was, but I'm going to do the first one that I didn't finish, that I started and got about 40 pages in. Rurouni Kenshin. I'm going to have to try it again sometime because this is garbage. I am not into like, oh, you did ya, oh, yo, no, anime stuff. I mean, there'd better be...
Which is a pity. I have the whole series.
There had better be some sort of plot with it. It needs to make sense. But, you know, dump the, like, Roni, who told me everything. Forgive my lateness. Why, you again? What? It's like you're jumping scenes and it's just bad editing, but it's each panel. So I need to give it another try. Maybe when I'm not, maybe I was sick when I tried it. Anyway, not a fan at all. And we have like a million of these. So
with all like 28. And if you want a different beginning of the series one, I can get you that.
No, I'm just going to use the Magus Bride one.
Do it.
Yep.
It's a good one. Okay, so the second prompt is read a graphic with a hot drink. And I'm going to show you Girl from the Other Side one, though I think it was like 2 or 3 was the one that I actually read with a hot drink. I read 4 of these. Quick reads. And really clever plot as well. It's kind of hard to talk about and explain, but there is a little girl who's living in the outside, but she's from the inside.
Looks creepy.
It is a little creepy. And then you have this guy here who's her teacher, and he's taking care of her, but he's cursed, and he cannot physically touch her, because if he does, she will become cursed as well.
Like a goat bug rabbit.
Basically. It's really cool looking. Like, super cool. But, really interesting series. I read the first 4, so I think there are like 4 more in English, or 3 more that are in English that have been translated, and the other last 2 haven't. Something along those lines. I will continue on this series, though. How about you?
I didn't get to Anya's Ghost, so I'll talk about it when I get to it later. Okay, next.
Anya's is great. A full color graphic novel. I read The Dreamer, Volume 2 by Lora Innes, and I actually started reading the third one of this. The third one, well, you can pay $40 or you can read it online. So I started reading online. I actually got like probably third of the way into it. So I will finish that. But this is about a girl who is dreaming. Well, when she sleeps, she dreams that she is actually in the Revolutionary War. But then she wakes up and it feels really real. So then the question is that the dream, or is the modern day the dream? What's the dream? It's really fun art, and it's really beautiful, and I really liked this one. I read the first one for something else.
The Hobbit was what I wanted it to be. I liked it more than the book, I think. Maybe.
How long ago did you read the book? Were you like a teenager?
I read it when I was a teenager, but I think I read it when I was in my late 20s too. So, but it really is like, it's a lot of text, but that's because it's a lot of stuff condensed from the book. Not a lot of it condensed though, because a lot of the descriptions of what's going on and
It's smog.
Yep, smog, and all of or Smaug, but all of the environment and everything, the descriptions. Instead, they just have the actual environment, actual pictures. So it's actually a lot more reading than you'd think, but it is still definitely a condensed version. I liked it a lot.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I would give it 5 stars. It was very, very good. I want to read it again because I read it through kind of my sickness, and I was like, wait, what happened here? But I didn't go back.
He had a fever for like 2 solid days.
It was like 102.4, which if you're in Britain, I don't know the Celsius, but 102.4 is pretty high.
It's pretty high.
I was warm, so I wasn't thinking straight. But this was good. Definitely a fan. I would recommend it. Very good, especially if you're like, can't get through Tolkien stuff. It's a little too wordy. People would say Hobbit is the better one to get through because it's not as wordy and flowery and all about the descriptions. But this, even more so. You can definitely get through it and keeps the plot moving along. So it's good.
Awesome. I'll have to read it sometime.
Yeah.
Number 4 is read a book in a comfortable place. I think I read pretty much all of my graphics in my cozy chair. I read one like at my office because I had a massage canceled. But other than that, I read this one pretty much entirely. Roller Girl by Victoria Jamieson in my comfy place. And I loved this one. I think I gave it like a 4.5 stars. I really, really liked it. It's about a girl who starts like junior roller derby. So she's like, I want to say 12 or 13. So it's kind of a coming of age story, a learning who you are story with some roller derby in there. And I found it fun. If you enjoy roller derby, you would totally enjoy this. If you enjoy coming of ages, you would enjoy this. I think most people enjoy it. I thought it was fantastic. So, hooray. What about you? Did you get to read one in a comfy place?
I did. I actually read The Gigantic Beard That Was Evil.
I love that one.
Yeah, and this one, it could have been, it could have mixed like the supernatural one. It could have been a lot of them. But I did the comfy place one, so I said I'm going to sit right here on the couch and read it, and Stephanie was right there.
I was.
And this guy in it, he always listens to Eternal Flame.
By the Bangles.
Yeah, Eternal Flame by the Bangles. It's a song. He's just like, oh, it's a happy song. And so I was like, oh, well, to get in the mood for this. Steph's like, what are you doing? Are you listening to that? I said, yeah, he always listened to this. So I played it on repeat, the entire book.
Yes, he did.
While I read the book in the same place, because I thought, to be true to the spirit of this challenge, I'm going to listen to Eternal Flame by the Bangles the whole time, which wasn't all that long.
I sang it with it sometimes.
It was less than 30 minutes. But it was very good. It's very interesting, dark, makes you think a lot.
Clever.
It's very clever, but it's not. It doesn't have a nice, clean, like, oh, this ending and this happy and this thing happened. It's not a kid's book, and there's a lot of ambiguity. I thought that was good. So, yep, I enjoyed it.
I did have somebody comment to me because I had these at my work. So a guy saw me reading it at my office, and he said, a graphic novel, isn't that a kid book? I said, no. And he said, but it has pictures. And I said, just because it has pictures does not mean it's a kid book. And I said, Watchmen, that was my example. I said, it's 100% not a kid book. I would never let any kid read Watchmen.
Yeah, very adult.
Very adult. And he was just confused that adults would read things with pictures. But I explained to him, I was like, I would say a kid could read maybe 2 of the ones that I read. I wouldn't let kids read most of them. Because they're just not appropriate.
One of the ones coming up, I'd kind of let kids read.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, kind of.
Number 5, translated read. So for this one, I read the second Death Note. I read the first one last year for this, and I actually ordered the entire series. But I got it pretty cheap on eBay, so I felt really good about that. But I went ahead and read the second one as well, continuing on the story of a kid who finds Death's notebook. And he finds out when he writes people's names in it, they die. So there's more to it than that, but that's the bare bones, and it is a story I really enjoy, and I'm glad I have the whole series, because now I can just pick them up and read them when I want to.
I think maybe Rurouni Kenshin was my...
You're translated.
My translated.
But if you do Magus Bride, it'll qualify.
Yeah, okay.
It'll qualify for both. Okay, number 6, a graphic novel all in one sitting. For that, well, I did it for a few of them, but we'll say I did it for Girl on the Other Side too. I just kind of sat and read like 2 of these in a row with hot beverage. Like, I just did. Great series. Loved it.
I changed my mind. The In the Same Place was this book, and the all in one sitting was Gigantic Beard That Was Evil. Was all in one sitting.
Okay.
But Dawn of the Bunny Suicides. This one was great. Highly recommend.
He was chuckling when he was reading it. It made me want to like lean over his shoulder. And
yeah, there's some pretty funny ones, pretty clever ones that go the way that you don't think it would go. It's clever stuff. Some it's just on the nose, like they're parachuting onto the Statue of Liberty's spikes. But this one, the cannon, he'd jump in the cannon, right? Nope, they're hiding behind the wheel because when it lights off, it'll kick back and smash them. So it's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, it was very cute and clever and funny. You have to have a somewhat dark sense of humor and be okay with it and be in the mood. Because if you're not, you might not care for it.
Kat said she wanted to read it.
Kat, you should read this.
You'd like it.
It's fun. And it's not a long read. It's little cartoons.
I haven't read it yet, though.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
What are we at? 7? 7. Paranormal or spooky read, scary read. I went ahead and grabbed My Boyfriend Is a Monster, and I love him to pieces. By Yvonne Song. This one was super cute. This one was not on my TBR because I forgot I had it. I had it sitting on a stack of books down here, which I have many stacks about down here. And it was really cute about a girl and a guy. It's short, too. They start dating, and then a zombie apocalypse basically starts. So it's a fun one. And then somebody told me it was on Hoopla, and they have like all 8 of this series. And I think they probably follow different people each time, but still it's a similar concept. And it was pretty cute.
There's several that would qualify for this one. I believe Stephanie picked for me. It was Seconds. It's really thick.
It is thick.
I'm still going to try it because it looks interesting. It's by the person who wrote Scott Pilgrim, and I like that one. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give it a try. Just I wasn't able to. So,
but you'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Read a graphic with book, movie, or adaptation. The one for that is Magus Bride. I was going to do Wynonna, and I started it, but I knew I wouldn't finish before my time was up, so I switched to something else. I will read it, though. But this one has a TV series. I didn't watch it because it's only available if you purchase it. Or maybe you can purchase it on Amazon Prime, but I didn't want to purchase it.
A movie that I really liked. A lot of people did not. I don't know why.
I liked it.
I don't know why. I found it entertaining. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, though, I'm saying for this. The other one could have been Clue. And I think she did pick this one for me. But I'm saying I didn't get this read. So if we're saying the prompts that I got done, I'm going to go with this one. So, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I liked it. It's pretty dark. It's by the same as authors The Watchmen. And
V
so,
for Vendetta.
Yeah. So that's pretty adult, really. So, but still, I liked it.
Read a graphic from hosts TBR, and I read Kitchen Princess, which I kept calling Chicken Princess the whole week. I had a hard time getting into it at first because it's pretty.
Kat was going to read that.
This was Kat's. She did read it. She did, and then she read Mouse for me, and I didn't read it. I will. I promise, but I didn't get it.
Mouse
done.
is good. It's not enjoyable. It's good.
Sad, but it is
not
good.
Enjoyable. It's
but
good.
I didn't get that read, but I got this one read. But it ended up being really cute, actually. After, like, getting halfway through it, I was like, okay, it's actually pretty cute. And one of my favorite things about it is the author, I think, must be a foodie because she, in the margin says things like, when I cook, I always spice like this. And I never put mushrooms in it because mushrooms are gross. And tomatoes make everything better. And all these funny little things in the comments. And that was, like, my favorite part of it. But this is a series of, like, 8, and it's a completed series. So this is one I would consider continuing on.
So this is from Kat's TBR. And it's great, Kat. Good pick.
I was going to read that one, too, but I switched to the Princess Kitchen.
Yeah, it doesn't take super long. And it's just the first one. It's definitely needs to continue. Like, you don't even find out the powers.
Well, it's volume 1, so there are more.
Yeah, you don't even find out the powers of one of the people that gets that's the main cast. The main cast, yeah.
And then the last prompt is to read 10. So the last 2 I read was The Girl from the Other Side 3 and 4. Like I said, I really did enjoy the series. I will definitely be reading the rest of it. I have the next 3 upstairs. So I will be reading those. But for me, that was 10 books, and I was pretty proud. I did change my TBR some. I read 5 books off my TBR, which still is pretty good for me. Saying that I continued on with the series, I could kind of count that. Kind of. But I did get 10 graphics read, and I'm very proud of that. I had a really busy week. I worked a lot. I had a lot of other things going on, and I had a really hard time squeezing them in. When you say 10 graphics in 7 days, it doesn't seem that bad.
No, you're like, I'll knock 2 or 3 out in a day.
Yes.
But if you're doing other stuff in your life, it gets hard.
Stars, doesn't it, though? So, okay, for your last few?
So, seconds, like I said, I didn't get to, and I will get back to. And then all these other ones I did read.
Oh, you didn't read Anya.
Except for Anya's Ghost. And then Bear the One-Headed Troll. Probably would... It's not a little kid's book. It's long enough that it counts, but I didn't get to it again. Clue. Didn't get to, and I will. And then Hark a Vagrant, I did. But I'm a Kate Beaton fan.
So I think that is it. I think that is the readathon. So I want you guys to feel free to put a comment down below. I want you to comment if you participated, how many books you read, and how many prompts that you completed as well. Because I would be interested in that. And like Mark, if for some reason you didn't have the privilege of finishing all 10 novels, use this next week. Finish them up. Try and get them read. Because like I said, the point is to get people to be reading graphics and enjoying them and understanding that they too are books. They're just a different version of books. Yeah. So just read them when you have time. And let me know the best one that you read this last week. Like a really good graphic novel. What was your favorite one? The one you were most glad that you read because we had this readathon. Do you know which one? I'm
gonna wait and say, because like The Hobbit I've read before, but it was so good. And if I hadn't read it before, I'd say this was amazing. But I'm gonna wait. Otherwise I would just say The Hobbit.
Okay, can I have like a 4-way tie? I really liked Dreamer, but I'm not gonna say it was my favorite read. Maybe because I read the first one, so I kind of knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I did like The Kitchen Princess, and of course Death Note is one I enjoyed. I want to say Girl from the Other Side since I kind of binged half the series.
Right.
But I would have done that to Ancient Magus Bride. If I would have had the series, I would have binged it.
Oh. So which
totally would have.
One?
But then I also loved Roller Girl.
Oh.
I loved it. I read it. It was fun. It was beautiful. It was colorful. So I have a 3-way tie. So there.
It was 4-way just a second ago, so...
I rolled one out.
Narrowing it down.
Yeah. Maybe in 2 years.
Narrows it down.
More. I don't know what that's from.
Doctor Who.
Which one?
Narrows it down. Because they're trying to figure out something. I don't remember. But I remember that.
I bet you do.
There will be people that see this, probably in the outtakes, that they're like, narrows it down. I know what episode that's from, and it is from Doctor Who. Good
If you
job,
know
Mark.
what episode it's from, comment down below because it's left my brain. April would know. She knows Doctor Who.
We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, 4-way tie. Now down to 3. Boom. So that's it. Comment down below with the best graphic you read. Let me know what you guys thought about this readathon. We will have a video up soon with the raffle copter winners coming your way. So like I said, leave your comments down below. We will look forward to seeing you guys later this week. Thank you for participating. Bye. Oh, we need to do a thumbnail too. Because I don't have one yet for this video. Now that's not what we're doing. Alrighty, as promised.
Hey, oh, I'm not doing that.
No, we have day 7 at the beginning of this. So
Okay.
I think we're good. You can do it if you want to.
Hey guys, this is Stephanie, and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks.
That was good. I like that. That was nice.
Thanks.
Good job. Well done.
I've seen it before.
What?
That's it.
That's it. There ain't no more. We read our books on the floor. Yep. And I have my chapsticks on today.
That's all there is. There ain't no more.
There ain't no more.
And we read our books right here on the floor. Right here on the floor.
Floor.
Yep, there you go.
That was good. Yeah.